go obviously not the way you want to start. Let's start on the rugby side of things. It's tough to win a game when you're probably penalised that much. Discipline obviously a major factor.
Yep, fair. Well, look, we're in at half time and feeling, like we're playing some good footy and had them under the pump. But it becomes, the boys showed a lot of ticker for a long period when we were down to 14, but no team's going to be able to defend and have their flow taken away by having 14 men for a long time and give penalties. So it's a big part of the game. It's a big part of where the game is going. That discipline's massive, and we weren't good enough there tonight.
Do you think you guys adapted well enough throughout the 80 minutes, and did you think potentially some of those penalties were a little harsh?
Look, mate, we're always going to get 50-50s that go either way, but at times we made it really easy for the officials to ping us. So there's definitely some tweaking needed. Yep.
I'm sure you want to obviously celebrate your 100th. First of all, just a word on playing your 100th, particularly alongside your brother and family support to you.
Yeah, it's pretty special to play 100 games for a club that you dreamed of playing as a kid. Unfortunately, the result didn't go our way tonight, but like Alf said, we were kind of our own worst enemy out there without discipline. So yeah, it is what it is. Take a hard look at ourselves and then come on Monday and regroup, refocus, and get back on the horse again.
What was your message to the group out there when the penalties seemed to be kind of coming back in fast?
Yeah, Paul obviously gave us, the word, the warning. So, when you play a game with 14 men for 20 minutes, it's always going to be challenging. I thought we showed a bit of ticker in that first half when we had 14 men, but when you keep conceding penalties, a quality side like Blues will take advantage of that, and that's what happened tonight. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's how it is.
Oh, mate, Geordie was pretty happy when I see Geordie pick his tee up and throw. He thinks he's got it. So, mate, I don't know. It wasn't one of the major things I was looking at the time. But Geordie thinks it could win over anyway. But it's a trivial point at the moment, really.
Yeah, Paul said that the TMO had an angle that clearly showed it didn't go over. So there's only so much you can do and argue. So. I just try to move on and focus on the next moment.
That's just another thing in that part of those little things that can go against you and how well we react and how well we get on with the next job, and that'll be Yeah, mate, he was powerful, wasn't he? He was destroying things, and so he's had a good pre-season, and so that's what we expected of what he does with a guy of his talent. So he was outstanding, I thought.
Just on the announcement from the Prime Minister tonight, Auckland goes back to level 3, Wellington back to level 2 from tomorrow. Just I wonder if you could run us through what this means for you guys as a team the next week and how you approach your build up to next week.
Yeah, I can roughly. I've only just got snippets of that now, but we've been to level 2 already so far a few weeks ago. So we have some stipulations we have to meet when we come into training every day and those sorts of things. But as far as I'm aware, we're allowed to train at the moment. But we do have stipulations around what we can do when we leave the base. So at this stage, we're preparing to drive on and review and preview and get excited about going to Christchurch.
Leon has just been in here. It's a very different situation for them. He's pretty much said they won't be going back to Auckland and have to find a new base somewhere. Would you be willing to take them in? Even though just tip you up?
What, into my house or?
Maybe not.
Yeah, Alfie's mentioned.
Yeah, no room. Mate, obviously, it's tough for them, isn't it? It's a tough one for them. Hopefully, mate, they can sort something out where they prepare. I think they've got a buy, haven't they? So it might be helpful, but I'm sure they'll be looked after. Yep. Yeah, I know. Look, mate, we got an awesome squad, awesome group of boys who are working really hard. We just need to be really smart around how we train and what we fix and how we get excited about next week. So, I thought at times, in that first half today, we were really good in our attack and really strong in our D, and it just wasn't for long enough. So we're going to pick those good bits out. We're going to fix up our discipline, and we're going to go. It's always pretty exciting to go down there.
Just one more Tony Brown, obviously Tony Brown's comments last night about Crusaders, and he said rugby was seeing where rugby was going in terms of Crusaders defending lots of penalties, things like that, and still
yeah. Oh, look, mate, it's no, I haven't had too much. So I didn't actually see that game yet, so it'd be bad for me to comment on that. Haven't heard officially, but he didn't look too good with that ankle, so we'll have to see what happens there. He came down pretty hard, so I know the replay didn't look too good for Scraff, but we'll see. Yep. Oh, I think they were both really solid, and I think they'll get better and better after that. JT, was good and got in. We asked him to clear the ball well, and we asked him to kick well, and he did both of those things. And then Lukey came in and cleared the ball well as well when they came in. So, mate, good start for them. As I say, when we have 15 on the park, it might be a bit easier on them too.
First game against Canada, what you expected? Differences and things that maybe you thought would be easier or harder?
Yeah, just trying to catch my breath when I'm talking to the ref. It's probably the only difference. But for me, it's just about just being me, and when I have to speak to the officials, I speak to them. But just trying to stay focused and stay calm, and it's not too much difference for me, mate.
Not a lot of teams can go to Christchurch and beat the Crusaders. You guys did it last year. How much do you relish the challenge of going to Christchurch and trying to set up the Crusaders?
Crusaders, they've been the best the last couple of years, so I think every team that comes up against the lads get up for it, and last year's last year. it's a year now, so it's to be a total different team, new vibe, so we'll relish the challenge, but it's going to be hard. Something that us brothers are looking forward to, getting ready next week and going down there.
Pretty happy with it?
Yeah, we are. Obviously, second half was a lot better than the first half. I thought we played really well. Took the game by the scruff of the neck in the second half with some of our foreplay. I thought we actually got some good momentum at the end of the first half, but we probably made some tactical errors, which was a little bit frustrating, but fixed them up at half time, and I thought they did a really good job in the second half, our game drivers and our forwards in particular.
First game, a few mistakes, that sort of thing, both sides really?
Yeah. Look, I suppose it's, we had a lot of our All Blacks coming back a little bit late, and they were part of that 4-pack, and we knew that they were a little bit underdone conditioning and max fit wise, so we adapted the bench to compensate for that, and I thought great impact off the bench. Nearly everybody off the bench added something, and that last 10 minutes I felt was probably we played at a really good intensity, which is pleasing.
Was that the difference?
Well, I think so. I think our bench did a great job. And we scored a lot of points at the end. It was a real grind. I thought our forwards, really put some pressure on their 4-pack, especially in the scrum. Obviously, it might have taken their legs, and we probably got the rewards. When we brought the bench on later on, they were able to get some pay there.
They had a lot of Holland's second half in particular that you guys had to really fight to shut them out. I know they were penalised quite heavily, but you must be pleased with that defensive effort in particular from you guys. Yeah,
look, I thought we got better in the second half. I thought we got off the line better, and our contacts were better, and generally pretty clean. We were onside. We took that extra step, which was good. It meant that they had to work quite hard in the second half, and in the first half we were a bit slow off the line, which is a bit disappointing. They were able to get some good gain line and fast ball, which made it really tough for us.
When you see how much potentially they're getting penalised around the breakdown, do you guys sort of talk and try and adapt? Look at the way this game's being rigged and think, right, we've got to get our discipline under control because.
Look, the big momentum killers or gainers. If you can play under advantage, it's massive. And generally, if you can get fast ball and teams aren't able to get back onside, then you're in the box seat. So they did that to us in the first half, and we were able to get some good fast ball in the second half, which helped our cause.
By next week, I know obviously Auckland moves to level 3 from tomorrow. I know it's just been announced, but what is your guys' sort of plan around that?
I've just walked off the field and I just heard about 2 minutes ago, but I'm assuming that we won't be getting back to Auckland tonight in the first instance, and it might be a case of locking down somewhere else. I know a good little town called Blenheim across the way where I'm from, and I know that they'll host the team well and make sure they're well fed. So we'll come up with a plan, and hopefully we can carry on with the competition.
Is that something you guys have discussed? And I know that contingencies are discussed around this, but the potential to base yourselves outside of Auckland, has it been discussed? Is the team on board with doing that?
Yeah, they definitely are. They definitely are. You know, with the first lockdown a few weeks ago, we were ready to go if we were able to, and now we're out of the city. It makes sense that we keep alive really in the competition. We need to keep training. Level 3, we won't be able to train, and if we have to do a whole week sitting in our houses at home, then that's going to put us behind the 8 ball again. So, like I said, I don't know what's happening yet, but I assume that we'll be doing something that allows us to keep going.
How soon do you look to make that decision, or will that decision be made? Is that something that happens once you leave here?
Yeah, look, the decision's probably been made right as we speak, or already been made already, and that's our manager and the CEO will get together and talk to New Zealand Rugby and formulate a plan, and like I said, the players are ready and expecting it.
So as far as you can see, you won't be on the plane?
My best guess is that, yeah.
So do you need to rely on assistance from kit or gear or anything? You can more or less just go wherever you want, just carry on sort of thing?
Oh, look, we'll have to find a new home that can house us and give us what we need to train and that. And like I said, we'll look at all our options, whether we head to Hamilton, stay in Wellington. I'm not sure what that looks like yet, but we'll be looking at a place that can become our home for the short term.